This one I feel like it's not that big of a deal. But having a lot of tattoos or piercings.
Green flag.
Green
All right.
motherfucking
Green
flag.
flag.
All right.
Bro,
All
I'll
right.
lick my tongue over all those tattoos. What you
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yo. What's up, y'all? It's Josh coming back to another episode of the JCPennyless Podcast. We don't have Connor today, as you can clearly see, but today we got Colau. Obviously you've seen him before, and then we got a new member coming up. We got Yar.
I ain't gonna lie, I just pulled 3 oranges. I just ate the third one, but shit.
Yes,
3 of them
sir.
things.
Yeah, but we're bringing you another episode. We try to bring episodes at least once a week, and make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, and I mean, yeah, starting off today, I mean, Yar, would you want to kind of introduce yourself a little bit?
Nah, but yeah, my name's Yar.
Yeah,
And I'm
dude, where
from
you from?
Linwood. I was born in
From
Hawaii.
Linwood.
Shout out Clee. Shout out Camp Hollywood, man. Shout out my grandma. My
Oh,
grandma
shout
still.
out Camp 4.
And why you laughing, bro? My grandma still live in Camp 4. My grandma Hollywood for sure. No, I was raised in Washington, man. Raised in Linwood. I go to school, GCU now. I go to college out there. It's fun stuff, man.
All right, yeah.
Pretty fun stuff. I've known Josh since like back in the day. Met Colau's catfishing ass back in like May. Yeah, I'm just shit happened, man. Shit happened.
Yeah, for sure. How does it feel be back home though, Cole?
Good. Maui's nice. Maui's hella nice, but it's nice to be working again. It's nice to get some fucking sun. Well, bro.
Yeah, you look darker for sure.
I'm working like
Dark.
9 hours in the sun, and so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's ziplining, dog. Who doesn't fucking like ziplining? Like
Right.
it's fun as shit.
Well, you are. I mean, being back home from GCU, how's that feeling?
I mean, a breakdown more about. I never really wanted to come back. I was supposed to live out with a few friends, but things fell through, and then a lot of things fell through with me, so I had to come home. But I never really wanted to come home. So, but I'm happy. Had some fun times ever since being home. Got to see my brother right here, Josh, graduate. Got to surprise him. Got to meet
Sure.
Catfish and Colau for the first time.
I'm not a cat.
My motherfucker, cat. God damn. Oh, you
Catfish,
catfish.
yeah.
Hell, boy. No, but it's been fun, bro. It's been fun. It's definitely like, I don't know. I feel like in everybody's life, every year life is different. I feel like this year especially so much more different than the rest, but grateful for it all. I'm grateful for my wins and more grateful for my losses. That just means
sure.
more winning. So, yeah, just happy I'm here, man. Happy I'm back home. Happy I'm with my moms, my brothers, my sisters. It's all good.
I mean, you mentioned like you said like, it's been a year, and you talking about like how a lot of shit's changed and stuff. I mean, you could kind of go off that, like how much about you has changed, like, or like improved, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is gonna be a personal ad podcast, but I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I've always been an open book because like, what's anybody gonna do with this information? Man? They gonna put it on Facebook. My grandma gonna see it.
Facebook.
I don't give a fuck. Last year was my first year in college. I was in a long distance relationship. This year, halfway through the first semester, that changed. So just going by timeline, I went through a lot of things. Just like a lot of home stuff. Mom struggling, and then coming home, and then fucking catching COVID, Thanksgiving break. She was ass, and then yeah, and then not doing good academically, but then second semester. Spoiler alert: second semester didn't do even better academically, but damn, bro, I had some fun. I guess I just kind of got over that hump of just like going through it. So I was just like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm gonna try out this college life and see what it's like what it truly is. Not like saying last year I didn't live a college life, but it's completely different when you're single. In my honest opinion, not saying I was slutting myself out because I wasn't, but shoot, bro, I was having the time of my life. I was pretty cool kickbacks in my apartment, fucking around with, people that I learned that I really do love. So yeah, man, I guess I learned that everything will be okay, but there's a lot of things I still need to improve on myself. I got suspended for academics, so that's on me, in all honesty. It's not the fact that I'm dumb. I just didn't do the work. I was too focused on like partying, on drinking, on mixing kava. I went through a phase where I was selling like carts and elf bars on campus, and I got caught up. So cut that out, but don't cut that out because it's real. I really went through it.
Yeah.
They try to put 14 bags on me. Actually, is it too much work? Because I have the paper. Can I show you the paper real quick?
If you want to grab that, go ahead, dude.
Watch this, bro. Watch this.
No, this is all you, bro. That ain't it.
Okay. No, it was my citation paper, and it like listed off every single thing that I got caught up with, which was like a total of like 20 something items.
Yeah.
It was like a mixture of, yeah. But like I tell a lot of people to end off on that part, like if I were to leave Arizona forever, on that note, it's a shitty note regardless, but that was the best shit ever. Oh my god. Oh boy, that was a good dub because that shit was fun. I was telling all my folks that before I left because I really didn't know if I was coming back or not. That's my plan. You never know, but I say I lived a really fun life this past year in Arizona. But you know, when you don't take care of your shit and you're having too much fun, you gotta reap what you sow.
And I mean, you know, you mentioned all the struggles you go through, but I mean, you back home with family and friends that, you know, are here for you. So
yeah.
You know, take all the time you need and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
I feel it. What about you, Cole? I mean, obviously there's some stuff happening last year too. So I mean, like, you know, you want to mention kind of how you improved kind of thing? Like you know.
I mean, like the biggest improvement we could say is this shit. Pills are amazing.
Solid,
not just like popping pills, but getting like the actual
prescriptions.
Stuff yeah. Learning that most people don't have like a voice in your head that talks to you. That's a shocker. Learning how to deal with emotions, going back to therapy, all great things. Being home, getting to see my brothers where they're not doing like dumb shit, and like being with family is all good. But it's taking a lot of. You've been there for the downs, and I'm sure you've heard about Yar, but some attempts on life and understanding the loss of life gains a better appreciation for my current life I have now. And so it took a deep dive, but the pills and therapy help. And look at us now. Right? Look at us. We're having a blast. Bro, I'm having a great ass time now.
I'm very much happy to hear that.
I'm about to see you in about less than a month, so
you'll be 21. I'm gonna take you to DMV. Oh, we're gonna go Moani's. You can meet all my homeboys.
For sure. I'm excited.
And that's gonna be
that's gonna be
that's gonna be
canon event.
Where are you from again?
So my family's from Kailua side.
Shitty, boy. Shitty.
Oahu.
Oh, my bad. Keep going.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I was hearing broke talk. It's all right. But
crazy. Like right before the podcast, he said, "No, I didn't say anything about you being poor, Yar."
Nothing personal out here, dude.
Financial disability. That's all we saying. My bad.
Wow.
Born Kailua side. We moved between Maui and Oahu about twice. Then we came back to Oahu, lived Kailua, then moved to Townside. And so basically majority of my developmental years was moving until my 8th grade year where I kind of fully settled into the McCauley side of Oahu. And that's where life, we went to McKinley. We had shout out Washington Middle School, shout out McKinley High School.
Shout out 99-0.
Dirty boy. Go Gubs, baby.
I gotta get that headline on there.
Bro, 99-0 freshman year.
That's crazy. A football game. You scored 99 points on your ass.
In case people didn't know, I never played football. But my high school, my freshman year, our high school team lost to Waianae. And Waianae is known for like big Hawaiian polyfucks. And then McKinley is known for Asian, like maybe we get 1 or 2 Samoans. But we went in and we had this brand new head coach. He quit the next year. But we lost 99-0. Each of the running backs, I believe, scored.
Oh, y'all lost 99-0.
Oh, we lost 99-0.
No, they're not winning, bro.
No, we did not win. McKinley was ass at football. We had that girl quarterback, sweetheart. She's amazing. She could not throw the ball past like 10 yards. We were
okay. To Waianae?
Bro, we lost to Waianae.
Y'all shitty, boy.
Bro, I ain't gonna defend it. That was not my sport.
They were not great.
That is one of the That's how my parents knew that they'll never let me touch a football in high school.
You might affect the score 99-7, something like that.
Now I'll get like one block. You see my stats up there.
Yeah.
But now we're repping Makawao. Go Maui. My brothers are all Baldwin Bears, and
Lahaina.
I wish we could rep Lahaina.
Lahaina grown. Great song.
Lahaina. It's a great ass song. They played at Kona's grad.
Really?
Oh yeah, Kona graduated.
Oh shit! Yeah, damn. That's your high school, right?
Yeah, isn't that
Where's he?
wild?
Where's he going next year? Does he know?
UC San Jose. San Jose? San Diego. UCSC. So he's University California San Diego.
Oh no, I'm just playing.
Bro, if you went SCSU, imagine.
Rage State, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have good sports. They have
Final
really good
Four,
sports.
baby. This makes
They're
no sense.
Sports,
bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, life's good right now.
That's good to hear, man.
And then when Josh comes down, that'll be an experience.
I'm excited. I'll be there like end of July, but hopefully it doesn't rain too much or anything like that. But we'll be good.
Bro, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Josh, how are you, man? How are you?
Yeah, talk to us, Josh. You got that Mariners stuff going on right now, right?
I mean, yeah.
Mariners.
I mean, right now we're doing we got a little internship going on with the Mariners right now. So I mean, that's been solid. I've been enjoying it. You know, like I've had other jobs, and my goal with that is just to go home when I like clock in. But I mean, so far with the Mariners one, I've been enjoying it. Where I've been meeting new people, and job seems to obviously I've only been there for a month, but job seems to just be fun, get to know people, and have a good time. I mean, obviously there's professionalism that comes with it, but everyone's pretty chill. I've met some people like went to Wazoo that I didn't meet before, but I mean, some of them are cool, and a lot of howlies, but it's solid though. I'm having a good time. It's good though. It's a good time.
Aloha.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to like talk baseball with all these people because they all like played baseball growing up, but I didn't do that. But alright, I mean, it's cool. I've been enjoying that. Obviously, getting used to the not having like classes. I mean, I have like small assignments with my internship, but like that's not a big deal. But honestly, I think the biggest adjustment is really just living in an apartment with your friends to now living at a home back home with your family. I think that's the biggest thing. But honestly, I think the adjustments been pretty smooth so far. I mean, it's just you come home and it's been like what 2-3 years, and they treat you differently a little bit, not like in a bad way, but they treat you like my parents treat me like as an adult, which is nice. They're not don't question as much, so that's cool. I think I definitely needed to come home just to kind of reset. I think being in Pullman kind of I don't know, like towards the end I was kind of
it's depressing. It's
not,
okay.
I wouldn't say depressed. It's just more like I was like, okay, like I needed a change of scenery, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I was like, I mean, it's a new chapter kind of thing. We need to look forward to that. So I mean that was cool. But it's so weird though coming back because we graduate like what? Because like we all came back May, right? But it's like now we're all seeing these people graduate like June, and it's like, dude, like everybody's graduating. I'm like, I already had this a month ago. So that's like the one part where I'm like, it's kind of weird. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, I've been solid so far. I've been going to graduations, going to seeing everyone kind of move forward, which is solid. And I'm hoping to see your guys' graduations next year. So
yeah, we'll try to make it. We're trying.
Yeah. I'm trying so hard right now. The odds are against me, but the odds have always been against me. Dude. But I put it on myself. So
no, I mean that's the thing though. Like we all got each other. We got you got homies back in Arizona, and you got homies here too. So we're all here to support. I mean, Cole, obviously you have your friends in a while.
You got friends up down here.
Yeah,
we might not rep the same shit you rep, but we love you.
Yeah, we're chilling. I mean, obviously we got to go through some hardships and stuff, but we chilling, dude. We all got each other's back, so I'm not too worried.
Tough times make tough people, man. I almost started that, but I originally was going to be hard times make hard people, but that could be taken out of context. So yeah.
I'm hard people guys. Is what he's trying to say. But I mean,
I'm hard on her.
It just say that.
Hey, this Carter said I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, Carter's out here, so we about to say some dumb shit.
Yeah,
throw
bro,
the
we just
whole
dropped.
shit away.
I mean, you said some stuff in our little vlogs.
I'm getting a bottle of Henny because I'm.
I mean,
Yeah, fucking dickhead Connor not wanting to ask me, oh, do you want this clip in there? See, Josh, I reached out to you. Like, hey, I have this video of you, dancing with a girl at the club. Would you like this? And you said yes. This motherfucker. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna
cut that one. Yeah, cut that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring up what I said.
Yeah,
Come, you
cut
see the
that
video?
one.
Come see the video, bro. You ain't see the video?
Nah.
Go watch that video,
I've
man.
I've seen the
Nah,
video.
don't
I've
go watch
seen-
the video. Actually, do not. Go
Nah,
watch
dude,
that
I was just
video.
dancing by myself. We were at a club and we were just, chilling. That was it. But I mean, obviously, Cole, you're from Hawaii. You're not necessarily mainland, so I got you. And then Yar and I are obviously mainland Washington. Um, I did kind of want to talk about something like that, the not necessarily versus each other, but mainland versus, like the islands, not like that. But there was this thing that popped up during grad for a bunch of Filipinos where there was Filipino American who wore like the Filipino flag as a stole, and I've done that. I did that too for my grad. And apparently she wore it on the wrong side where the red was on the right, I believe, and that meant war. And obviously, like that's that happens. Like there's mistakes, and obviously she probably didn't know. Not a big deal.
It was
But
bro.
there's
It was
yeah, right,
graduation.
right.
It was
It's a happy
graduation.
moment, stuff like that. But pretty much like it started this whole thing where like this person corrected them. That makes sense. Yeah. But they also kind of went in on them, calling them like foreigners, like they're not like from they're not Filipino, not claim like they shouldn't claim it. So I guess kind of my thing is like I guess the form into a question is I mean like why is there such a huge beef between like the mainlanders and island? I mean like I'm like there's different with Hawaii and America versus like
It's
but like my biggest thing right now is like why are these people fighting when we're both trying to claim the same thing? We're both Filipino, we're both like why is there a separation for that? Like these people are like not treating us differently.
well, it all comes to culture. Like I can say this, especially being a Chinese born.
Mhm.
If I ever went to China, I'd be labeled an ABC.
ABC.
And so American born Chinese. And so I'm already put at a lower look at already. And same thing goes for in the islands. And I know Yar can speak about this, but there is like a hierarchy of type of races inside the islands. And then especially if you go away and you come back, Yar can definitely speak to this more. But when it comes to actual people put a certain one at the bottom. And if Yar wants to name it, Yar can name it. But I will not name any race that might be stacked at the bottom.
The state of Hawaii does not appreciate Micronesians.
And like I said, I would not state that, but I can officially confirm that this is true. There was a lot of, when it comes to culture, people like to fight about what they believe is right. And a lot of times they forget that we are all on the same side and that we all love and do the same things. But it does come down, if you're not raised in the same area, not raised with the same people, they're going to think of you differently. You haven't gone through the same hardships they have. You haven't seen the same things they have. And so while you might claim it, in their eyes, you might claim as you're coming from a grass type of greener type of situation.
Like you don't deserve it. Kind of thing.
Like you don't deserve. Yeah, you weren't raised here. And so when it comes back to your culture and getting upset about someone trying to rep their blood, where they come from. She was graduating college. I'm sure it was an honest mistake. She was not going to war with anyone. And I get it was a mistake. Bro, if I'm gonna be honest, getting dressed for grad stalls, you're all excited. You're putting that shit on. You're just wanting to walk. It happens. But it's nothing. We gotta stop jumping to the conclusion where it's instantly a negative and learn to educate people. I've learned that recently, especially working in a zip line where my first interaction with a tourist shouldn't be to instantly shut them down, but educate them. People are willing to learn if you're going to talk to them. If you're going to yell at them and put them down, no one's going to listen. So I think we're getting to the stage now, maybe not with Micronesians, and I'm sorry, I know that's not what
truth, man.
But it's
true.
We're getting to the point where Hawaii's become a little more open. People are becoming more open, especially what I've seen on Maui. People are not as aggressive, but I don't know how Oahu is anymore. I know that we have a lot more fights there, but I know that people are trying now and we want to be open. And I know at the end of the day, it's a conversation that will help with everything. So it just depends. It's culture. Culture is rough.
Man, oh man, I love that. Oh man, so Cole covered it all, but I'm gonna just dive deeper into it. I've definitely faced it a lot through my life. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but that is the Chuukese flag. That is a state of Micronesia. I am 100% Micronesian, and I've definitely like always faced like either just little crack jokes or like backlash just for being Micronesian from like other people, from like non-Micronesians, but not as much as I have faced from actual Micronesians, which is the crazy part. Because they like that
It's your own
corny shit
people,
everybody
man.
always say, it be your own people.
It be your
No,
own
because like
people, man.
everybody in college, they'd be like, are you this or that? I'm like, oh no, I'm Micronesian. They're like, oh, what the hell, for real? Like, you're not like the Micronesians back home, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Right?
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, I grew up in a different spot, but that doesn't make me any less of a Micronesian than them. Are we both different people? Yeah, but I grew up very much different than even just like a regular Pacific Islander. Like my best friend growing up was white. My first girlfriend was white. I had an attraction to white girls. That's all that was around me, as well as like Asians, blacks, Arabs. So that's the scenario I got put in. But there's nothing wrong with that. But from my own people, they even put me down because I'm half Marshallese, half Chuukese. I'm a mixed Micronesian, so I only speak English. So I'd always get kind of left behind in my dad's culture because I only spoke English, and even in my mom's culture, and even in other like Micronesian cultures, they'd be like, "Oh, you only speak English. You don't speak your native tongue." And then they would call me whitewashed. It was weird. They called me whitewashed and ghetto. I'm like, can't really mix the two together. How the
Yeah.
hell does that make sense? But the biggest thing I realized is just like it's not even beef within like cultures like that, but there is a little bit of like not tension, but there's something between like people from Hawaii and then Pacific Islanders from the mainland. I even heard it like growing up, like Marshallese people in Hawaii, nobody attack my family or try to disregard my last name because I'm saying this. It's something I heard. Marshallese in Hawaii are more stuck up than those in the mainland because those in Hawaii they think they're top shit. And I can see how they think that because I feel like in Hawaii, it's such a small place and it's so much closer to culture than to the actual root than it is for us to grow up here in Washington, Utah, Cali, whatever, stuff like that. So obviously they're gonna think that they're better than me. But at the end of the day, it's like me and my friends always have a conversation about it. Like me and my friends from the mainland, because we're like, bro, like, I don't know, like what are we supposed to do about it? It's not my fault that I grew up here. I'm thankful that I grew up here, if anything. So it's just like, why am I being backlash because I quote unquote don't know my culture? I'm still trying to learn. I'm still putting in effort. If I wasn't putting in effort, then okay, yeah, that's the rap. But I feel like it's a lot of stuff between that. It's a lot of pride too. And that's really with anything in this world. It's like politics. There's a left and a right, it's a blue and the red, there's a one and a two. You pick a side and a lot of times pride's gonna get an advantage of you and you're gonna rep that side. It's always gonna be I'm right and you're wrong. And really that's how it is in our culture too. A lot of people wanna make it seem like they're higher up than me or than some other people, that they're better. But I don't really give a damn at the end of the day. Like at the end of the day, I know who I am. I get love from. It's not like every single Pacific Islander, every single Micronesian, whatever, hates me. Every single Hawaiian looks at me like the rest of the Micronesians or around the world or in Hawaii. I get love from everybody. So I know everything everybody's saying. Like shit ain't really true. It's just that's just the way that they were brought up, and that's just what they've seen. So you can't even blame them for it. So
I didn't grow up with that sort of thing. I mean, I think the hardest thing for me growing up with, I guess, dealing with my culture was that just people didn't think I was Filipino. That's like, and it's not like something that's super hard. Like, it wasn't a difficult thing, but it was just like, it was like, obviously, I'm not comparing, but it's like, I feel like mine was not as difficult as your guys's, obviously. But I think that was kind of one thing that I kind of struggled with growing up with was I'm not half. I'm like three-fourths Filipino. So it's kind of, and I don't look Filipino at all. And I'm light too. So it's just kind of, there's so many things that are like, oh, you're
He's just a
Filipino or
tall motherfucker. He's
yeah,
tall as
and I'm
shit.
6'2", so it's just like I don't fit
boy, he
that
about
mold at all.
6'7".
No, but it's like, like it's not the feeling of belonging, but like I see all these, people in school and stuff, and they all kind of you can already kind of ask, like, they kind of can already tell if they're, they're friends because they're Filipino and stuff. But it's like, for me, I have to work a little bit harder to kind of show that side of me, I guess you could say. Like I have to kind of show that I'm Filipino. I have to like kind of say it out loud. I have to. It's just weird too. I don't know. The whole thing between like mainland and Filipinos like back in the Philippines, like I don't know. That whole thing just seemed weird because one thing that kind of got me was they don't claim, like, for example, like you mentioned, people leaving and coming back. They won't claim you unless like you're famous. You know what I mean? Like for example, like I'm more like I'll be more Filipino than some of these people, but they'll claim Bruno Mars, or they'll claim these people who are like an eighth Filipino just because they are an eighth Filipino and they're really famous, or these big people. But then they won't claim someone like, like these people that graduated and had the stole on the wrong way. And I'm like, dude, like at least that person's still trying to, dive into the culture, learn more about it. Obviously they grew up differently. They didn't grow up in the mainland. They don't speak the language, but it's not that they're less Filipino than anyone else. So it's just like just starting stuff to start stuff. It's just, you don't need to,
Ooh,
you don't
I
need to
low
have
key,
all this. What's up?
I forgot to speak on this part too.
You're good.
I feel like a lot of people in Hawaii, I'm not saying everybody, like I said,
Uh-oh.
from what I've seen and what I heard, from like how my studies work, I feel like a lot of people in Hawaii, like I said, like don't really look at Pacific Islanders in the mainland as equal as them because I don't know, we're quote unquote ghetto, we're quote unquote whitewashed. We're not tapped in with the culture like they are. But at the same time, they contradict it, or they're like hypocritical because they love the way we dress, they love the music we listen to, they love the music we make, they love like how we talk. So I don't know, like you can't love me and hate me. That shit don't make sense. I'm not saying everybody
It's
in Hawaii.
it's a good majority though, and I think it comes
Yeah.
down to like imposter syndrome. A lot of people are raised with
Yes.
so much culture here, where it's hard to like, unless you raise in a family where this is your culture, you're sunk in it. Like I barely know my Chinese ancestry. I know more of Hawaiian culture than any of my cultures. I'm not Hawaiian. I'm just raised in Hawaii. And so it comes down, a lot of people they have the imposter syndrome where they almost have to relate to something and they have to stick with something and they constantly want to be something else other than what they are.
Can I speak on that without like hopefully I don't
No,
get canceled.
no,
But
no.
I really don't really care right now. There's because like for example, like Cole, you know this, like a lot of Hawaiians, bash Micronesians, they try to put themselves at a higher pedestal. And I know a lot of people that do that, and I've seen a lot of people that do that, but they're like a 12 Hawaiian. And it's just like, brother, like if you want to look at DNA and blood, I am more Pacific Ocean than you are. Which nothing wrong
It's
with the information, but it's
like you're definitely Hawaiian, but at the same time, it's
I don't know, bro. Like
if you're gonna, what is that fucking saying? Don't throw a fucking rock if you live in a glass. Was it glass house?
Something like
yeah.
that,
Yeah, it's if your argument is based around like, oh, I'm Hawaiian, like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Unless you've done the actual research on why Micronesians came here, you guys are in the same fucking boat they are.
yeah.
You guys got mistreated by America as well. You guys are just trying to survive. It's
Like,
not your
bro,
guys'
like,
fault. It was
bro,
not
I'm
your
this
guys'
bitch
fault.
together, bro.
Right?
Right.
If anything, it comes down to it's a lot of times we like to pick fights because we are a fighting culture. And it's the pride of this is my land. This is the land that I came from. I lost my land to the white man already. You lost your land to the white man already, but you're still on my land. And that's where it comes down to. And it's a lot of times people don't like that another culture is trying to move it on their own. It's I hate
You
to
can
say
flip
it,
it
but
around and be
Yeah,
the
no,
same
but
thing.
it's
yeah,
like it's that, and it's just like all these Micronesians are flooding Hawaii, blah blah blah. It's just like, yeah, you're half Puerto Rican, cause you're
if you look at bro, if you look at
70% Filipino. What about that motherfucker stuck on the island?
bro, it's there.
Oh,
It
man.
comes down. It's if you look at the population breakdown, Hawaiian. There is a lot of Hawaiians here, but they are near like maybe mid of the actual population in Hawaii now, and most of them it's and Micronesians not even a big percentage. Don't get me wrong. There is a decent amount of Micronesians here, but they is not a big percentage. If you want to start hating, look at all the immigrants that we got earlier. It's not just Micronesia.
Exactly. And the thing is, we look like we're a big population is because we're all in the same place. Demographically, we all come from very financial struggles and still struggle financially. So where do we all live? Big Island. We all live in Hilo. Maui, I don't know. Kauai, I don't know about that. But then like
Maui, actually, we
Oahu.
get very little. We get very little Maui.
Yeah, but when you see one Micronesian, you're granted to see like most of the families in that general area, you know? So that's where it makes it seem like, oh, it's just like, oh, there's a bunch of them. Well, no shit, there's a bunch of them. You're in Cam 4 Hollywood, bro. You're in Kalihi. Of course there's a bunch of them.
And it comes down to a cultural aspect as well. You guys are sticking together. Like that's how you guys are raised. You take care of family. And so very much people hate because of the past generations here. And I think people don't take enough time to just look at the facts, look at what's actually going on, and not just hate on instinct or hate on what you raised.
Yeah.
You know what it might be too? No, me and my mom spoke on this. Because I asked her one day, I was just like, Mom, like, why is like Micronesians very like much looked down upon in Guam and in Hawaii, especially Hawaii? And she said, when Micronesians started first immigrating over to Hawaii, at least like Oahu, you know, who'd you have at the time? You had like Samoans, Tongans, Hawaiians, and you know, like the general mind knows to not fuck with a Polynesian. You know, it's just like, oh damn, like don't mess with them. Or it's just like, fuck, bro, just ignore it. Like, just let it be, or else you'll get your ass beat. My mom, quote unquote, what she said, when her people, Chuki's people, the people that are known for stabbing and pulling machetes, she said when they came to Hawaii and there was this like, oh yeah, don't mess with these people, don't mess with these people. Ain't no bitch. The fuck. So then it's just like when push came to shove, hands were thrown. It's just like win or lose. It's just like, bro, I'm not submitting to another person, bro, just because of who you are. I'll die for what's right. Like I'll die knowing I fought for what's right. So I don't know. It could be that too, and like that's a lot of things with like a lot of other people too. Like the general human, like a lot of people, they don't want to be proven wrong. It's a pride thing, like I said, and when people have power and they don't know how to use it correctly, and when someone corrects them or checks them, the first thing I think is just like, bro, what the fuck? Like you're below me. Know your role. Like what are you doing? So I don't know. It could just be a theory.
Pride's a motherfucker.
Right.
Pride is the devil. I hate that J. Cole song.
You don't like that one?
Bro, I love that song. It's a fire song.
I mean, you already know me, Josh. I'm not really like the big I appreciate J. Cole, but like I'm not gonna go and
your way to listen.
play J. Cole unless it's Workout or Crooked Smile.
Wow. Fire songs. Wait,
those pop
what about
songs we got?
GOMD? What about GOMD?
I probably heard of it. You have to realize, bro, I listen to like low key people.
Yeah.
You chill.
I have a young boy blanket. It was a birthday gift.
What's your phone case again? What's your phone case again?
Rod Wave.
Yeah.
But I don't even listen to Rod Wave anymore. I want a new phone case.
Bro, that motherfucker is big now.
He's been big.
Sorry, I meant like big now. Like big. No, I meant like big. Like
yes, he's been big. That's what I'm saying.
He's always just been a big dude. I just love those TikToks where they're like rappers that are fat as fuck. It's just Rod Wave.
Bro, have you seen the video where he's performing at a concert and he falls through the stage, like him and his whole entourage? It's just like you get like I personally got mad at that because it's just like motherfucker, it would be you. Like, come on.
You're not helping the stereotype right
exactly.
now, bro. Or like when he was on like the jet ski or the jet ski, and I just see this ad. He's like Roderick riding the waves.
Wasn't that shit sinking too?
I don't know, dude. It was a struggle, dude. I think it was struggling to float, but it was funny though.
Shit, Josh, you see the WWE stuff where the people break the ring? Every time I think of Rod Wave, I just imagine him breaking a fucking ring. He's
a large human being, dude. Oh man, yeah, he took a
bro. Look how,
case.
Bro.
Damn, fatback boy.
All love to Rod Wave though. Love
always.
He's awesome, but
he's a good sad song. Some good sad songs for relationships. You know what I mean? Kind of wanted to ask your guys' opinions, seeing your guys' point of view on, because we've always had there's always the girl perspective and everything like that, but not many of them ask for like, the guy's perspective of like, green flags and red flags, stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to ask you some questions,
You really want like Islander perspectives? Are
I
you?
mean, why not? We got the two,
You want our perspectives or like what the general?
I mean, you could do both. If you want
Hawaiian.
to. It's just you personally. It's not necessarily,
Also,
like
just like personal, like
personal opinion. I mean, it doesn't
okay,
have to
okay.
be like some Islander perspective. You know what I mean? I'm just asking a
Okay,
question.
I need to be. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So I mean, pretty much like I'm gonna just say, some and say if it's a green or red flag. You guys could both answer. So I guess if a girl insists on splitting the check, is that a green or red flag?
Bro, I'm broke as shit. Like if she wants, I don't get me wrong. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm be like shit. Like I can help out a little more. Like whatever. I'll give you foot
Okay.
rubs and shit.
Yeah.
But like, if you go help split the check, shit, my girl, I got you. You can be
I'm not
past
gonna
your
disagree,
privilege.
right?
I'm not gonna say no.
It's like the right thing to do is just like, we actually had a conversation about this. If whoever brings up the plan, because it's never two people agreeing like at the same time, hey, let's go get food.
Yeah.
It's always one
say you
person
wanna
like,
get
hey, would you
food.
like to go get some food?
Yeah.
That person that initiated the plan is obligating himself or herself to pay for the meal. However, if it's like a first date scenario, or if it's like y'all been together and it's like, y'all are comfortable with covering each other, there's nothing wrong with splitting it. But it's just like
that's a relationship. That's set already.
Yeah, but I feel like if just like what I think is right and wrong, like if whoever brings it up first is the one initiating it. It's just like somebody saying like, hey bro, like let's go here. It's like, oh okay, bet. It's just like, okay, if you want to come, I'll pick you up then. It's just like whoever makes the move, whoever brings up the move makes the move,
For sure. But then there's those girls that are like, I mean, they're like, they'll ask to pay, but they're not really, they're not really
because they expect us to pay.
Yeah, right. So it's like, I don't know, it just kind of depends on the,
It's just the way I
was about to say something so out of pocket,
bro.
I need to like write that shit out of my head.
Why'd you offer if you don't want to actually pay for it?
Like,
I'll pay for it.
It's at the end of the day, like if we're gonna start off a relationship with mind tricks and stuff like that, speak your truth. Be like, if you're gonna be like, hey, I ain't gonna pay for this shit. You ask me on a date, I can respect that.
Yeah,
but if you're
might
gonna
not be a second date, but
there might not be a second date. I'll respect it. Like, hey, I asked you on a date, I'll pay for it. Cool. But if you're doing it, we're like, oh, I can help pay for it. Like, I don't see anything. If that's a trap card where you're trying to get out of it, then if I'm being honest, then we weren't meant to be. Yep. I prefer you being straight up with me. And if finance is something where it's a big thing for you, it's not a big thing for me. And so that's just where our lines would cross. Because I'd rather have a person that just rather be truthful with me. We're like, hey, you gonna drop a bag for me? You gonna drop a bag?
Oh my.
Like shit like that. Say that. Because I'm dipping. I'm spending a bag on your ass.
Okay.
It's like, girl, if you ain't got the money right now, it's good. We just won't go out.
we'll make some food at home.
Bro, we can go to Walmart. I'll get you some shit. We can cook. We don't need to go expensive shit. Right. Let us get jobs first.
Pocket.
I can help you out with your LinkedIn profile. That's what we could do.
Man, give me that LinkedIn.
Yeah.
All right. So it just depends. It depends, Josh.
I got you. All right. I guess my point of view, yeah, same thing. I mean, if it's a green flag. I think it's a green flag. But if it's like that thing where you gotta like mind trick them, nah, that's dumb. But all right, the next one, if they swear a lot, like it's like in their vocabulary to the point where they can't even get rid of it.
Okay, like I'm gonna put it this way: hot Cheetos girls with the green Arizona iced tea type swear a lot.
I don't know. I mean, okay, how about this? There's two. There's ones that can't be professional, so they swear like even at work or something like that. Or there's just ones that they know when to put the filter on.
If you can't be professional, but like if you're in a field where you can still succeed being who you are, and if being who you are really means every single other word has to be a cuss word, then there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're struggling to, for example, you said being professional, if you're struggling to hold a job, then bro, you're get the fuck out of my face, man.
Bit of red, right?
But no, if you can, like, I don't really see it as a red flag if you swear a lot. I feel like it's different for me because I swear like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be different for everybody, but if they can't hold themselves, if it's affecting like how they live, I guess, and how they are and how they treat me. Oh, that's another thing. It's just like
Yeah.
if you're just like
Just it's in your vocab. It's not a big deal, really.
yeah, if you just straight call me a bitch over and over again, but you can't, it's hard for you to tell me the phrase "I love you," then I'm gonna question some things. Like you're either like behind in a way, or you're
What you
just
mean by
like
that?
a demon dog from zombies. Like
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
kill them all. Like
All
what?
right, all right. So what? Like it just kind of depends on that for the flag kind of thing.
If they're
Yeah.
able to, if it's not to the point where it's impeding the relationship we have and the relationship you have in your work life and stuff like that,
Yeah,
then fuck, dog. We all cuss a shit ton. Like
yeah,
that's a known fact. But we also have the capability of going into work and being very professional. And so I think if they don't have that ability to just turn it off, then I'm sorry, dog. I like trash talking, but it's got to be to a point where I know that you're not just with me because you need something to live off.
I think that was a little. Never
It's
mind.
jumping to a conclusion,
Yeah, I
but
think it was
that's
a little. Yeah, I got you. I know what you mean.
that's
Yeah, I got
that's the
you.
way I see it. If you're not
Okay.
able to speak to me, and you can't speak to others, and you keep cussing, then shit. What Yar
All
said,
right.
then big.
All right. I got you. I got you.
Get the fuck out of my face.
All
That's
right.
what Yar said.
Yeah, I got you. So the next one I got is text you all day.
Are we dating?
I mean, this is green and red flags in a girl, so I feel like no, you guys aren't. You guys is before.
I just set myself up. Damn. Fuck. Shorty, if you're watching this, I really do care.
He threw the alley oop to himself and missed.
Oh, no.
I think
Because she knows I'm on this right now. I told her, we should do the podcast. But
you almost
I
done,
just
Yar?
feel like I want to cry, bro.
So what? Red or green flag? Green or red flag? That's it.
I just feel like sometimes I go through a lot of things some days, and some days I don't. So some days I don't want to see a lot of texts, and I don't want to stress a lot more about some things.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, baby, I
huh?
still love you. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
But damn, boy, I really like if we, I don't know, bro. If we already, down for the cause, and I don't see a problem with texting hella, like I ain't for it. If I'm not feeling it, then if we're dating, obviously I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, hey, like I'm gonna go do something or I'm busy right now. I'll hit you in a bit. But if we're like talking or getting to talking,
Yeah.
blowing up my phone,
You gotta kind of match the energy
over again. Yeah, and it's just like I can match it.
Yeah.
There are times.
No. What I mean is like for her, I just started to realize that because there's those people who
no. Yeah, like the matching.
If I don't respond in 2 hours, and then I text you and like you take like 2 seconds to reply, then
yeah, but I feel like that's why it's also on me.
Yeah.
Every time I'll be, man, show love out there, but then it's just like the next day what did Kaylin for say? I've been going through things. I don't want to. I don't want to text you all day.
So what's that?
It's just like,
so is that a red flag? Is what I'm hearing?
I mean, I feel like sometimes
flag.
it's on me. Am I a red flag? Am I the problem? That's the thing. Am I the problem?
Hey, I mean that's the thing.
It's a yes, I am the problem, but that's not the point.
Okay.
Anyways,
anyway, Cole, what is that? Is it a red or a green flag for you?
As someone who appreciates, like, don't get me wrong, I would love to like see that person's name pop on my phone, but I got shit to do. I got people to be with. I cannot be texting you the whole time, hon. I need my time and space. I need to be able to go to the gym and not look at my fucking phone and see like 90 messages. You gotta be able to trust me, and you gotta get over those daddy issues and understand that the man's just not gonna leave once you get it. They're out of your sight. Just we going for the heart. I'm gonna say that's a red flag.
No, okay, red flags. Both of y'all red flags. You don't like the attention, is what I'm hearing, huh?
I'm
playing.
You set him up.
I just said it's just like sometimes I don't have the energy, but that's because we're talking. Obviously, if we're dating, you're gonna get a little bit of like, stam boost. Like in
Yeah.
2K, you go to the
You
little
get
cart, you buy
Gatorade
some
boosts. Yeah, I
Gatorade
feel
boost,
it.
you buy some dunks, you buy some layups, you buy some shooting. I'm ready for the
Yeah.
day. But when it runs out, it doesn't automatically reload.
Yeah, something.
This
Yeah,
ain't a
I got you.
reoccurring transaction.
I feel it.
I have to go to the stove to go get that shit again. So it's gonna be a little dry
Yeah.
period.
I'm
Jar,
with y'all.
do you smell that bullshit you selling?
Oh
Or is it
my.
like
Yeah. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all with that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a red flag, but obviously, yeah, like it just depends on the situation. But like, dude, like there's some. I'm starting to grow that too, because I think before I used to not text all day, but I used to like think that we're having a conversation, but like, dude, I got other shit to do. Like, it's really not that serious right now. If anything, it's just, hey, I'm texting you to get to see you in person, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I think that's probably the closest thing.
But it's not even that too. It's just like when you're doing absolutely nothing and they're texting you, like sometimes it's just like, bitch, I don't even want to talk to you right now, but I'm doing nothing.
Okay, okay.
I don't
Hopefully
know,
she don't
bro.
see that.
I'm bipolar. Damn, she is.
This one I feel like it's not that big a deal, but having a lot of tattoos or piercings.
Green flag.
green
All right.
motherfucking
Green
flag?
flag.
All right,
Bro,
all
I'll
right.
lick my tongue over all those tattoos. What you
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yo. This man's trying to
Bro,
shade it in
She
for
got a
you.
lot of ink that made her pussy pink.
Oh my goodness.
all I'm saying is
Uh,
if she got a high pain tolerance, we could have some fun.
okay, all right.
Maybe we should just go to that.
Oh yeah, next one, next one. Okay. They speak positively about an ex.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
I'd
Hell
say
no.
I'd say
Okay,
it's a green flag. It's good to keep communication and be kind to others.
Shut
okay.
your lying
But
ass up, man.
no,
What the
but
fuck?
no, no, no,
What the
no, no,
fuck?
no, no,
No, I
no,
mean,
no.
okay, okay. What I'm
Hear me
saying,
out,
I'm
hear me
not
out,
saying
hear
they
me.
talk about their ex all the time. I'm just saying they're ended on good terms. You know what I mean?
If they ended on good terms, that's grown. That's
Right,
good
yeah,
growth for them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if they dick riding and they ended stuff, and
So
they
your
still
ex ain't
like
like
Yeah.
you don't treat
if
me like my ex. You know what I mean?
if they say shit like that, that's a red flag.
Ooh,
But if
I
they're
feel like
if they're in a good spot with their ex, like they've ended on a good term to the point where like if they pass each other, just like, hey, I'm chilling.
right.
but the thing is
I'm
Okay.
gonna kill him.
me and my ex ended on a good term, but I'm not speaking on her.
No, I
Like when I
mean,
talk
no.
to
It's just more like
no,
like
but
if you ever did, if someone brought
okay,
it,
here's
you
the
know, what I mean, you're talking to another girl.
if me and Shorty are already dating and she's bringing this up, she's like, oh my god, yeah, he was actually really good at this because that. All right, so you saying I'm not good at that? Are you sneak dissing me? You talking shit, bitch?
Oh
Just
man,
say
all
straight up,
right.
be real and be
He is
how
the
it is, how it
problem, is
should
what
be.
I'm
If I ain't
hearing.
shit, then just say that. No, it's what, bro. Think about it.
Overthinking a little
Now the
bit.
thing is, it's just like if we're just talking, it's just like okay, but it's still like iffy to me because I don't truly know. Like it's all about faith. It's just like I'm not gonna put as much faith and trust into you because we're only talking. I don't know if you're over that motherfucker or not.
That's true.
And it's just like, and if we are dating, still bringing him up, just like,
Then that's
one,
the
are
red
you?
flag.
It's just
Yeah.
like, are you over him? And two, like, are you actually over him? But you're sneak dissing me, saying
What if
not
we're
doing
the
what he
issue,
did.
dog? What if we're the
No,
issue? What if they're just
oh no, I'm
talking?
the
I'm
issue.
just asking questions. I'm just asking
I'm volume
questions.
22. I'm the issue
What
today.
if we're just
I'm the
overthinking this?
magazine.
What if we're
No, I'm
overthinking it
playing.
and it's just like they're
I'm a
just
good guy.
talking?
I'm
I
a
don't
good
know,
guy.
dude. Anybody
I'm
can
the
be
most.
anybody nowadays. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe you guys are. I'm playing.
I
I'm
ain't
playing.
shit, boy.
All right. Next one. So if they ask for your phone's passcode,
I
instant.
think it doesn't bother me.
Red or green? Red or
It
green?
doesn't
That's it.
bother me because I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay.
Red.
Okay.
But I'm very
You got
just
issues.
sensitive about anybody looking at my phone. Anybody looking into that shit. I don't know. Like I tripped out on Joe this morning. He was just like, "What's your passcode?" Because he had my phone. I was just like, "Hey, bro, like, hand me my phone." He's like, "Really, bro?" I was like, "Bro, like, it's just me. Bro, it's
Okay.
just me."
Got
But it
And
something to
also
hide.
probably
Got
means I
something to
ain't shit.
hide.
So
Got something to hide is what I'm
no,
hearing.
I mean, I feel like I'm always yeah.
it's all right. It's all right. You gotta. It's just.
Maybe don't
I
share her
think
the link.
I feel like at the same time, it comes down. I'm very just like open about the shit and like, oh, you saw that shit? Okay, this is what it
Yeah.
is. Like, if you're deeply untrusting to the point where you gotta ask for a passcode for my phone, go
Right.
for it. Trust
I
me,
mean,
I'll trust you.
I want to be at that point though where it's like it's not even a big deal that I mentioned it. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, all right, yeah, she knows my phone passcode. Like, yeah, it's not like it's weird. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I got you though. I know what you mean.
I think it's a green flag. I don't think
Okay.
it's that bad. I think if you think it's a red flag, maybe you're hiding some shit in your phone and you got some
Yeah,
shit you don't want to
maybe.
bring up yet.
I
But
mean,
like,
okay, yeah, no. Like at the end of the day, like it's a green flag, because I should have their passcode too. We should trust each other. We shouldn't be hiding shit.
Mhm.
But just like how I am right now, I probably would be a little hesitant. Not saying if I were to be in a relationship. Nah, if I were to be in a relationship, I go with my phone. I feel like I ain't got nothing to hide. But I'm actually like, with what I actually said, like I'm just very like hesitant to anybody looking into my phone just because it's like
personal
bro,
preference.
what the fuck
Personal preference. It's your personal space.
Yeah, no, like that's exactly what it is. Shorty, if you're watching this, I'm
Text you right
sorry
now.
about everything I said earlier. It's nothing personal. I love you.
I
Still,
love
It was
you.
a general question. It wasn't
that's
specific.
how I've been feeling.
All right. So you said, what did you say, Cole? You said green. And then you already said green too.
I'll say yellow.
All right. I think it's just a yeah. I got you. It's cool. Introduces you to their family in the first 6 months.
Yeah, it's green.
I think it's green, but culturally, from what I've been raised on, that's a
Pretty
lot.
fast.
That's pretty fast. Or actually, you know what?
It's
No,
first 6 months. I feel like it's
no.
it's I feel like that's
If I feel like I'm very
You're-
used to just like meeting parents already.
yeah.
Yeah, green flag. If you like me that much to the point where I get to meet your family, yeah, green flag. You trust me.
Yeah.
Good
I feel like if
luck.
anything, it's more of a red flag if you don't. I feel like if you never had an interaction with their family in the first 6 months, I feel like that is kind of a red flag. That means it's either you don't want to show your family or you have some issues that you need to deal with already. And that you know what I mean? So it's just like I got you. All right, so both greens. All right, solid. They're not a great texter, but they're great in person.
Wait, can they be good like over the phone, like on FaceTime? Because I hate texting, but I love FaceTime and I love phone calls. I love being in person. I hate typing. I hate texting.
Okay, so I mean that's not what the question is asking. It's just they're not a great texter, but they're great in person.
I say it's a green flag. It's
Green?
we all got our preferences.
I
I'm ass at texting.
Yeah.
So like
Well,
I
Cole,
think
you're asked to text me, but then when you text me though, I feel cool when you text me. It's funny because I remember what's her name? Laura was like talking about it. She's like, dude, like you're the only person that gets responses. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's get it.
bro, I've been getting better at it. I actually held a conversation with Macy. It took 3 days to finish the conversation, but like
Okay.
we continue the text.
Yeah,
But
I got you.
I think it's a green flag. I
Okay.
don't think that's a you don't like texting. That's all right. Email me.
Okay.
I love being in person. I love
So green. So green.
speaking.
It's a green flag. It's a green flag. All right.
But okay, wait. There's a lot of things. My scenarios are very much different than a lot of you regular motherfuckers because sometimes I'll be talking to a bitch down the street, and other times, most of the time, I'll be talking to a bitch from out the way. So it's just like we got to do what we got to do, and we have to text.
Yeah.
If we can't
Okay.
FaceTime, we can't call. We got to text. If you
Yeah.
can't text, then it's like,
What about those people that are like afraid of being ghosted? You know what I mean? Like they're just like there's those people who are like really nice on first dates, really good in person, but then over text
the
they're
biggest
kind of
risk you
ass.
can take is not taking the risk.
Mm,
You miss every shot you don't take.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, yeah. Because if
Thanks,
they
coach.
ghost you, yeah, I feel it. Because if they ghost you, you just respect the dead and move on, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
Showing up to your work unannounced.
Oh fuck no! What the fuck you doing here, bitch? I'm not even trying to like be funny. Like I'm so serious. Like, bro, what are you doing here? Unless it's like I don't even like surprises either. So it's just like and that's okay. Like if you watching this and you future bae, like don't try to do a good like a happy birthday. Here's a car or something. Like I'll be so thankful for it, but don't do it when I'm at work, bro. Like
Yeah.
work and life should be two different things. Like that's how I see it. So
All
it's just like don't do none of that weird shit. And
What
more
you
than
call?
enough, if you coming up to me at work, then you trying to it's bad, bro.
I think my work environments have been very inviting for significant others to come in. Like I've been in work environments where significant others just popped up. I think that's cool as shit. I like, bro, surprise me. That shit's fun.
Okay.
Like I like that you took time out of your day to be like, shit, I'm thinking about my mans. I want to go see him. I want to go say hi. Just like
Bitch, you
pop
can see
in.
me when I get home.
Two different
but
perspectives is what I'm
It's
seeing.
no, and it's like it's nice, but it's if it's just like a surprise, like, hey, it's I've heard a lot about work and just wanted to come say hi. That's cool. If I'm busy at work and you just leave, but you came to say hi,
Yeah.
I like it. It's
Like, you gotta
nice.
drop off lunch or something, you know?
Yeah, it's just even if it just comes to like hi and bye, I like that. That's nice. It makes me smile.
Okay. Now you just make it.
Now you're making Laura
every-
look like an asshole.
No, but the question was like, I will appreciate that if you let me know. If you're
No, but
already,
the surprise is fun. If you
fuck
just get,
no, I hate surprises.
bro,
Be on his
I think
toes.
you just don't like getting surprised. I think it's
I
a
don't.
Because
and
she's gonna
that's
ask for
okay.
his phone passcode. That's why.
We all the receipts. All the receipts, motherfucker. Okay.
She gonna pop in. She gonna see you with your work wife, and that shit's gonna be a different story.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's probably what's going on.
Nah, bro, it's just like you see me like
Working
I'm in my
hard,
craft,
bro.
dog. Like, I'm at work and you just firing up the whole mojo.
Yeah.
That should hit you.
Nah, bro, I think that shit would be so nice. That'd be fun as hell.
Okay, I got you. And then I got one last one, and it's like every single picture has to be a picture. Like you have to be a part of it. So like, you know what I mean? Like take a selfie, or your selfies, but you're in the back or something like that. Like this, you always have to be involved in the picture.
I don't mind that. I've been like in situationships and stuff where I won't get posts. Like so it's
I just want some love, man.
bro, that's if that's your formal way of saying like if that's your soft launch, your hard launch, whatever you want to call it, I'm for it. If that's what you're into and that's how you want to show me off, I'm down for it. I'll do the same. I'll reciprocate the energy.
Gotcha.
I think it's a green flag.
Okay. Damn. So it's just like the only thing I can think of is like, is there like what am I trying to say?
If it's unwavering to the point where I
them,
can't.
Like we got to see like your side, like you as a person. We don't have to see them. They have their own thing. You know what I mean? We don't have to always see your.
I feel like it's
significant
all
other.
up to them though. It's sounds very cliche and corny, but it's like it's their account, it's their life.
That's
if
true.
they just want to post all about me, that's cool. If they want to post all about themselves, no photos of me, then that's cool. At the end of the day, I know I'm in those, so it's like
okay, I got you.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Like, and if she's doing like photos and posing of herself, and you see my ass like in the back corner and shit, I love that shit. They just pop up fucking shit. Like I'm there, motherfucker.
A slight diss, like showing other guys, like no, he's here.
He's still here, motherfucker.
I like that shit. I like this shit. The photos where it's like you can only see like the person's hand, but you tag it, it's the fucking boyfriend and shit. That shit's cool. So I don't mind it.
It's a little sentimental over here. Okay, this man.
Post a Jack in the Box cup. Has to be that motherfucker. He loves Jack in the Box. It has to be him. Fuck, they still together.
I want people to be questioning shit. Make them think.
Go talk to Co. Go talk to Co. Because I ain't shit. I won't tell you my phone passcode. Don't surprise me at work. So I'm a dickhead.
I love you.
Yeah, no worry. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a great place, kind of end it off. Thanks again, Cole. Thanks again, Yar, for coming on the podcast. We appreciate you for coming on the show. I mean, it's nice. It was good to have you guys' perspective on everything, and it was great having you. And thank y'all for listening at home as well. See you in the next episode of the JCPennyless Podcast.
Hold on, boy.
All
Let me self-promo myself.
We'll see y'all. And also, real quick, Yucky did it. Follow him or subscribe to him on YouTube. All right, we'll see you on the next episode. See ya.